Let us now look at some of the exercises related to advanced vocabulary and grammar in fill in the blanks exercises. The first example, the scientist theory was highly challenging established norms in the field. The options are innovative, stagnant and trivial. The correct answer is innovative because challenging established norms implies something new and creative. Next example, the performance of the actor left the audience spellbound. Options are mediocre, stellar and mundane. Answer is stellar because spellbound suggests an outstanding or excellent performance. Next example, her attitude made it difficult for her to accept constructive criticism. Options are humble, arrogant and receptive. The correct answer is arrogant because difficulty accepting criticism is a sign of arrogance. Next example, the politician was known for his speeches that resonated with the masses. Options are eloquent, obscure, ambiguous. The correct answer is eloquent because a speech that resonates is usually well spoken and persuasive. Next, the new policy aims to dash the gap between rich and the poor. The options are widen, bridge and create. The correct answer is bridge because the goal of most policies is to reduce, not to increase social gaps. Next example, the artist's work was filled with details that showcased his meticulous nature. Options are superficial, intricate and vague. The correct answer is intricate because meticulous relates to detailed and complex work. Next example, despite the circumstances, she remained optimistic. Options are favorable, adverse, trivial. The correct answer is adverbs because optimism in the face of difficulty points to adverse conditions. His remarks during the meeting offended several colleagues. Options are tactful, rude, diplomatic. The correct answer is rude because remarks that offend are likely impolite or disrespectful. The scientist's discovery was a moment in the field of medicine. Options are redundant, pivotal, negligible. The correct answer is pivotal because a significant discovery is often described as pivotal. She faced the challenge with the determination. Options are unwavering, hesitant, reluctant. The correct answer is unwavering. Determination without doubt is described as unwavering. Now let us have a look at the advanced grammar exercises. First example, if I more time, I would have completed the project. Options are had, have, as. The correct answer is had because this is a third conditional sentence requiring the past perfect tense. She to the gym regularly before she moved abroad. The options are goes, went, gone. The correct answer is went because a past is expressed with the simple past tense. Next example, no sooner she arrived than the meeting started. Options are had, as, have. The correct answer is had because no sooner requires inversion with the past perfect tense. Next example, neither the teacher nor the students aware of the schedule change. Options are was, were, is. The correct answer is were because when using neither nor, the verb agrees with the nearer subject which is plural here. Next example, she speaks English than her classmates. Options are good, better, best. The correct answer is better because than indicates comparison requiring the comparative form. Next example, hardly the train left when it started to rain. Options are had, as, have. The correct answer is had because hardly also triggers inversion with the past perfect tense. Next example, the book along with its notes on the table. Options are, is, were. The correct option is because the subject book is singular. Along with is a phrase that does not change subject-verb agreement. Next example, by this time tomorrow, I my project. Options are will finish, will have finished, have finished. The correct option is will have finished because this refers to an action completed in the future requiring future perfect tense. Next example, she suggested that he more careful. Options are is, be, was. The correct option is be because the subjunctive mood after suggest uses the base form of the verb. Next example, had I known about the traffic, I earlier. Options are would leave, had left, would have left. The correct answer is would have left because this is a third conditional sentence. Now let us have a look at the mixed vocabulary and grammar exercises. First example, the company's strategy helped in survive the economic downturn. Options are resilient, rigid, flexible. The correct answer is flexible because survival during tough times often requires adaptability. Next example, he speaks so softly that I can dash hear him. Options are hardly, nearly, rarely. The correct option is hardly because hardly means almost not at all, fitting the context. Next example, she is dashed to succeed in her new role. Options are determined, reluctant, indifferent. The correct answer is determined because a positive intention to succeed implies determination. Next example, the manager insisted that the report dash by Monday. The options are is completed, be completed, was completed. The correct option is be completed because insist requires the subjunctive mode. Next example, they have lived in this town dash 2005. Options are for, since, from. The correct answer is since because since is used with a specific point in time, that is the starting point. Now let us have a look at the examples related to conditional sentences. If she dash study harder, she dash passed the exam. The answer is if she had studied harder, she would have passed the exam. This is a third conditional sentence used to discuss hypothetical situations in the past. The structure is if plus past perfect would have plus past participle. Inversion in negative sentences. Rewrite the sentence with inversion. She had never seen such a beautiful sunset. Answer, never had she seen such a beautiful sunset. Because inversion is used for emphasis in negative sentences. The negative adverbial phrase, that is never, is placed at the beginning, followed with the auxiliary verb and subject. Causative form. Transform the sentence, the manager arranged for the technician to repair the computer. The correct answer is, the manager had the computer repaired. Because the causative form, have or get something done, indicates that someone arranges for another person to do something. Advanced comparatives and superlatives. Complete the sentence. The dash much you practice, the dash good you become. Answer, the more you practice, the better you become. This structure, the more or the better, shows a proportional relationship between two actions or qualities. Mixed verb tenses. Fill in the blanks. By the time the meeting dash start, everyone dash arrive. The correct option is by the time the meeting started, everyone had arrived. The past perfect tense, had arrived, is used to indicate an action that occurred before another action in the past, that is started.